An error occurred.
What did you do?
Well, that's what I tell the dog every
I
day.
don't know
What
what
did
just
you
happened.
do? Then she gets on her back and I rub her belly.
It had an error.
Welcome to an all-new episode of Unhealthy and Unstable. I just realized, Trayvon, if you could, I did not promote this on Twitter at all. Completely forgot. Sorry, guys. Marvel Rivals is taking over my life. This is episode, I believe, 33. I'm very excited, guys. Couldn't wait to come podcast with the guys. As you see, we got a full crew here. Starting off with Joel. What's up, Joel?
What's up? Nice to be here. This is fun. Let's get to it.
Absolutely. We also got Trayvon. What's up, Trayvon?
Hey everybody. Yeah, this should be fun. I don't know what we're talking about, but hey, I'm here. Hi.
All right. And our special guest, AJ. What's up, AJ?
I mean, am I a special guest at this point?
Yes, because you're not unhealthy, unstable, or chaos. So yes, you are.
I think I'm all three put together, but hey,
well,
that's just me.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I can tell you that, buddy.
He might be a Satanist. That might not be it.
We found that out today.
You learned something new every day about me.
There you go.
I do. That's the crazy part, because you're not lying. I really do. All right, so let's get right into it. I want to start off with, actually, I just realized that is not real. Okay, someone just accepting news as news without actually checking it.
That's always a thing.
But what it was just like, it sucked me in till I just zoomed in and was just like, that's not that person.
What was it?
It was someone had tweeted to James Gunn asking him, is Clayface dead? In a account pretending to be James Gunn said Clayface's demise is, you know how that statement goes. But it was, let me tell you what the username was that gave it away. You ready? So as soon as I zoomed in, this was the person that responded. JamesGunn.bsky.social.
There you go.
So this must be a new James Gunn account, or
it could be his Blue Sky account.
Is it his Blue Sky?
I doubt he has a Blue Sky. He mainly focuses on Threads.
Let's see. I have no idea if he has a Blue Sky.
He barely gets on Twitter now.
He has one.
He does have one. Is it that?
Let's see. It says the reports of Clayface's death has been greatly exaggerated.
Yeah.
That's on there.
Oh, well, then never mind. That is his Blue Sky account. Then never mind.
I mean, he got no followers.
No, he has this for bullshit. Yeah, but Blue Sky Social.
Then there you go. Then never mind. Then we will start from there.
I mean, if he is following me, so.
Oh, word.
He's following you on Blue Sky?
I doubt it's him, but.
Okay, we just told you what the name was. Is that what the name says?
Yes,
for you?
It is.
But then that's James Gunn.
Yeah, 230,000 followers. I hope it's him.
Yeah, what's yours?
You know what? For now, we'll ignore it. And as the week goes through, if it is official, Joel will write it down. We'll discuss it next week.
So many social medias.
That's why I assumed it was fake. I didn't even know there was a Blue Sky. I'm like,
no, Blue Sky is real. I just rarely see him talking.
I didn't know a Blue Sky was a thing. That's why I thought it was.
He posted the trailer a month ago. Yeah, I mean, I think it's him.
Is that the account?
Yeah.
All right, then we're good.
That's his official account? Because I don't mind waiting on this.
I'm pretty sure.
Hold on. And then it says the reports that Clayface's death have been greatly exaggerated.
Yeah.
Okay.
He is quite mushy though.
It looks like he's been on here since 2023. So
look at that.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
So I'm scrolling down pretty far. He's been here a long time. So it has been around for a while.
Got it. Most of his interactions are on Threads, but
every now and then
we finally have one from a different one. Yeah, sometimes Twitter, but rare, not as much these days.
Juwan froze.
Damn.
Oh, he's so shocked about the blue sky thing. He's like, "What is a blue sky?"
I'm at making the blue sky account right now.
Juwan, come back.
Can we kick him and bring him back, or does he got to kick himself?
You should be able to kick him, right?
Yeah, I can remove him.
All right. So he'll pop back in, I'm assuming. Anyway, what were we talking about? James Gunn's mushy. I mean, even if that was a lie, I guess it depends on which Clayface we're getting. Like, do either of you have an idea of what Clayface we're going to get in that movie? Do you think it's Hazel Carlo, or is it?
I think it's Elseworld.
No, it's DCU.
It is. I'm saying, but I don't know at this point. I don't know if they're going to make separate things, and then, or did he say that this is supposed to be in his universe?
I believe so. Yes.
Okay.
I believe so.
He said that it is a part of the DC universe, but I'm pretty sure he also said that it's in the extended version, so it might not be like what we got so far, where Superman is, but it is part of like the DC lore, DC movie lore.
Right, it's part of the same universe.
Yeah.
Just like if Sergeant Rock becomes a thing, it'll be in the same universe. You know, it's the same Sergeant Rock that we saw in Creature Commandos. Now, will it be the same Clayface we saw in Creature Commando? That's the question. You know, will there be multiple, or is there just the one? That's another good question. Yeah. So,
I mean, can Clayface die?
It's hard, but there have been multiple Clayfaces. You know what I mean?
He's alive.
Yay!
Shut off on me. Don't even know what to tell you guys. Everything just shut off.
Oh yeah, power this one?
No, not my power. Just my laptop. That's it. It just said, not interested. Gone.
It said restart me.
That's apparently what I need to do. I didn't do it, but maybe I do need to do it after this.
Needs to power down once in a while, man.
Goodness gracious. Anyway, where did we leave off? Sorry, I don't want to interrupt. Where did we leave off?
We were talking. I was saying, even if it was fake, I mean, did you believe Clayface was dead anyway? We were talking about which version of Clayface might be in the movie, stuff like that.
I will say this, that even if I wanted to go off of being in the know, that show is a show where anyone could have died, right? So I wouldn't have put it. I mean, think about it. James Gunn's first introduction to the DCEU, he killed off Captain Boomerang. And that looked as permanent gets. So I wouldn't have been that shocked if he was saying Clayface is dead and whatever that movie is coming out is Elseworld. I wouldn't have been shocked if that was the case. I would have been disappointed, but not really shocked. So I didn't really know what to think, but if he's saying he's still alive, then great, because it would suck to rob us of a Batman villain that we didn't get to see fight Batman. So
yeah. I wonder. I mean, I doubt it'll be the bulk of it, but I would love to know if Batman actually shows up in this movie at all. I guess that'd be almost making it a Batman movie, so we might be pushing it, but
yeah,
I'm
curious how you do it without Batman. That's why my first thought was Elseworld. You just do it the same way Joker did, right? But if it's in universe, it's like I'm sorry. I'm at a point now because we've been robbed too much. I'm just not interested seeing Batman characters without Batman. I don't really have much of an interest. Like Penguin season 1 was great. I don't really need a season 2. You telling me I got to go through more time with no Batman? I don't really like it. But again, I guess it all depends on how Batman 2 ends that leads you into season 2 of the Penguin. So who knows?
It depends on what they give me. Because standalone, it's never enticing. So you give me whatever's in there. Then I'm more intrigued. Like if you're telling me like If you actually tell me like Black Mask is in it too, oh, now I'm really intrigued.
Yeah,
You know what I
you
mean?
do that, then yeah, because that's what we were asking for season 1. So you do that for season 2,
Yeah.
and we're talking. We're talking. Maybe that's what I should be saying. Give me more Batman characters, as opposed to you giving me someone that you just made
Solo.
up. Yeah. Just give me more characters in said movie. All right, so let's move on from that. We'll get back into DC stuff a little later. We'll pivot a little bit. I want to give this time. I was going through Twitter before I made the show, and I saw AJ was on a bit of a rant, and I kind of was enjoying the said rant. So I wanted to give you the floor, AJ. Take it away, because your tweet was a good tweet.
So yeah, I decided to make this a little segment called "Let's Talk About It" on Twitter.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it, and the statement is, I don't think Doctor Strange's Multiverse of Madness should have focused on Wanda, and the entire movie shouldn't have been made. Period. What I think the sequel of the Doctor Strange movie should have been is a true sequel to the first Doctor Strange movie. Also, Wanda should have had her own solo movie within that time period as well. That was the whole basis of that entire tweet. I know a lot of people love Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness because of the same Sam Raimi. People just love it because it's Marvel, stuff like that. I didn't like the movie at all. Well, I shouldn't say at all. I didn't like it a lot. But
I just thought it wasn't ambitious enough. To call yourself Multiverse of Madness, I feel like we only lived in one multiverse. That was really it. That one universe where he saw the Illuminati. Not even a complete Illuminati, because we could have gotten Trayvon. You like that Stark that I showed you on TikTok?
Yeah, it was a
right?
asshole.
Right? That is what we should have gotten that movie with Tom Cruise. Oh wait, shoot, hold on. Let me give a shout out. What's up, Jamie?
Hey, Jamie.
You.
That's so. Yes, the original plans, I believe, before Sam Raimi got the job, was no Wanda, and we were going to get someone like Nightmare. That's what the original talk around the town was. And then when Sam Raimi came in, they were figuring out ways how we can connect it to WandaVision, because that was such a hit. So you kind of didn't want to let that fizzle out. Remember, Doctor Strange originally was supposed to be at the end of WandaVision, but they cut that. So there was a lot more connective tissue. I will say the basis of why I agree with AJ is that that movie is more a sequel to WandaVision than it is Doctor Strange. But the sucky part about it is it ignores all of WandaVision.
Yeah.
So it's like, what are we doing here? And I always have this argument. We don't have to go down this road, but I always have this argument that I don't love Civil War, not as a movie. I don't love it as you making it a Captain America movie, because I don't feel as though I personally got any progression from Cap from that movie. Iron Man 1 to 3, progression. Thor 1 to 4, progression. Guardians 1 to 3, I think. Yeah, we only had 3. Progression, right? Progression on all these standalones. Black Panther. It's harder that you can maybe say it's more of a progression. No, you can say it's more of a progression for Shuri than it is for T'Challa. More for Shuri.
Hold on. So you saying Captain America didn't have progression through Civil War? No. He finally was against the government.
I'm not. Listen to what I'm saying. I'm not saying it like it's factual. I'm saying, for me, I felt as though the movie focused on too many things because you're making it an Avengers movie outside of you just focusing on Steve and his journey and that being a full circle. Him going against the government, to me, I didn't take that as like a full circle moment. To me, I took that more so as like, okay, because from Winter Soldier, you were starting to see that Steve was realizing that he can't just continue to be a mascot for the government. He has to think on his own, be his own person.
That's why
right?
it came to a head in Civil War.
Okay, so for me, for a progression, Stark from 1 to 3, a complete full circle. Thor from 1 to 4, a complete full circle. I don't feel Cap had that full circle moment.
Cap was already a good person. He didn't have to.
Well, I'll say
hold
this.
on. Iron Man and Thor weren't bad people. They're full. Thor was
ignorant and like
Not
self-centered.
He was arrogant.
No.
Yeah, and then he eventually got to be a good person.
No, Thor's
Iron Man was
biggest
an
thing,
asshole and then became a good person.
No.
Started as a good
Thor's
guy.
biggest thing was selfishness. Him thinking all I need is me.
Yeah.
In the first movie, he learned, oh shit, I do need to lean on more people. The second one, oh, I do need to lean on more people. The full circle moment was Thor went from thinking he could do it all by himself to look at this big family he's now grown in the idea of there's more than just me. Stark's was, I only care about Stark. I don't give a fuck about Pepper. I don't give a fuck about Rhodey. I don't give a fuck about Happy. He ended that arc with saying, I don't even need to be Iron Man anymore. I'm that secure in who I am and who I want to be, which is a husband, a leader, whatever, right?
And what did Cap need to change to improve?
It was not a thing about what Cap needed to change. It was the idea that he went into becoming a super soldier with his eyes closed, right? He wanted to defend his country so much, he did not realize what he was defending. You don't really know what it is. So yes, you could slowly say that he started to figure out, maybe this isn't what I thought it was, but that's more so just opening your eyes. I kind of wanted a deeper look into who is Steve? Who is Steve? And I felt like Winter Soldier was touching on that. And then you get to Civil War and you can't really focus on it because you're spending the whole movie driving Avengers. No,
see,
that's
what for
I'm not
Civil
saying
War,
it is
I didn't see it as driving
my
Avengers. I just saw I just saw it as a two ideologies between Tony and Steve, and then all the other characters were just like side pieces to that entire like story arc between what Steve has learned throughout his journey between Captain America 1 and 2 and what Tony has learned between his movies 1 through 3. Like with Tony, he started to rely more on the government throughout throughout his series, and then with Steve, he started to like unrely. And I think Civil War was like an amalgamation of those two characters, and that's I'm a little bit on Trayvon's side because we did in Winter Soldier. I agree with you that he started to realize that the government isn't what he thought the government would be, or America isn't what he wanted to be. But in Civil War, he knows that he needs to be his own character. He needs to be his own person throughout that entire movie. And that's why Steve and Tony are arguing throughout the entire movie. So I didn't see it much as like an Avengers movie. I just saw it more of a like Iron Man versus Captain America movie, if that makes sense.
And also think in that movie, I think in that movie we got, Cap is seen as like the perfect guy, right? So like Zemo says, look, we found a flaw. Like not just the eye thing he said, but I'm talking about the flaw of you can lie. You lied. You didn't tell Iron Man about this. Like we saw that Cap is not perfect. Like he has his issues as well. We're like, okay, he's normal. He's like, yes, he's a super soldier, but he does have a little bit of issues, a little bit of flaws there, and
he's human.
Yeah, and that kind of like, that's what I think Iron Man. Iron Man kept saying is like your perfect teeth. They kept saying stuff like that to be like, hey, Cap is not as perfect as you think he is. He can lie too. He cannot tell you the truth. He can hold shit back. So I don't know. I enjoyed Cap's. I don't know.
I just feel like you know what? Maybe I'll simplify it by saying I don't think they ever gave us much of Cap, outside of just being a mascot for America, and that was his only progression, was figuring out I need to be my own person. But there were no other true flaws outside of there, because I can't say what Zemo said was a flaw because most of y'all fucking agree with Cap anyway. So it's like, can't be a flaw if everyone's saying Cap is right and Stark was wrong. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, there needed to be more. But to AJ's bigger point, I think the problem Marvel is having is that not everything needs to be tied into something to help sell something. Like, obviously, they took all the popularity of Miss Marvel and fueled it into the Marvels. Something should be a standalone event, not standalone, but an event film, right? Like, the Marvels should be an event film, not Captain Marvel sequel. Because I still feel like you gave us a whole movie of Captain Marvel where she couldn't be herself because she was brainwashed. So you end the movie with her breaking free. Then you give us a sequel where instead of just focusing on Carol, we can figure out who is Carol, right? What drives Carol? What are some of the things she loves? You shoe her in with two other characters. We need more time to figure out who they are, right? We found out about Monica through WandaVision. We didn't really get time with. I just, if you're gonna throw things together, don't make it direct sequels. Let Doctor Strange have his own sequel. Let Multiverse of Madness be an event film. Let Wanda have her own movie. You know what I'm saying? I agree with AJ there that sometimes these things need to breathe better. Because I had this argument when we came here after Multiverse of Madness, where I was like, "What did I get from Doctor Strange's character?" And I think it was Trayvon and Jamie was like, "There was so much you got from him." And I'm like, I, as the viewer that saw it twice, got nothing because I'm focusing on all these different things outside of just Doctor Strange.
Multiverse of Madness should have been an Avengers movie, like Avengers Multiverse of Madness.
That would have been cool.
That
or Wanda's Multiverse of Madness. I would have liked that.
That too, but focusing on like the Wanda solo movie, you touched on this a little bit. I think they should have like expanded a lot more with Wanda's character in WandaVision. Not even in WandaVision, but in the movie after WandaVision. Like what her connection is to the Darkhold. We didn't really get much of that besides that end credit scene in WandaVision, and then she just went straight up bad randomly
right
into the Doctor Strange movie, which was just, it just felt so weird and like unconnected, even though it tried to connect it.
AJ, you know what my biggest issue was? And Trayvon, I think me and you went back and forth at this ad nauseum.
I have a different argument, y'all. I'll finish.
I think my biggest issue was you end WandaVision with Wanda going, "Oh my God, I see what you guys have now been saying of like this monster and all that. I don't want to be that." Then you start Multiverse of Madness of her going backwards from the progression the character just made. She just did all that shit.
Was gone as soon as she read the book.
But that's my problem. Like AJ saying, that should have been something you fleshed out more, so that when it happened, we were just like, that's the point where she snapped. Because you ended the movie with her going, "You know what? I fucked up. I get you." Trayvon, we're not saying different things. But we're not saying different things. You're telling me why she snapped. I'm saying I would have liked to expand on that why. Right? Yeah. Don't just have Wanda just wake up. "You know what? Everything I just did wrong, I'm back again." Like you just made up for all the bad shit you did by doubling down and doing more bad shit. Like that's what I'm saying. Separate it, grow her, and then earn that moment.
Like of Wanda becoming an we just want more of that.
Yeah, that's why I assume you'd be on our side of like, yeah, Wanda should have had her own project where she could have stretched her legs. Go ahead, Trevor.
I'm gonna be realistic. Okay, so when you come to the Marvels, when y'all mention the Marvels, they would never want to give Carol a solo movie again. So I was like, oh, of course.
But you keep saying that, but it made $1 billion.
That don't matter. People hated her. Like it don't matter.
But wherever you put her, it didn't seem like it helped. Like it didn't help.
I enjoyed the Marvel. I love the Marvels. I love Miss Marvel. I love seeing more of Monica. Bring her back. Stop playing. But when we get to the Wanda and Multiverse, I was like, okay, I get it. I'll get why she would turn dark. At the end of WandaVision, you started reading the book. She heard her kids. Now, could we have seen how she figured out about America? Sure. Like, how did you find out about this girl that could teleport to go through universes? How did you even know about her in the first place? That would have been cool. But it's like, I don't know. I guess I could still see these movies, and I'm excited to see more Wanda in general. Mm-hmm. So, and I like Doctor Strange, but he's not like, I don't need to see too much. I don't know. Like I like him, but
His
I'm
movie.
not. I just sitting. I was like, I'm here for this. I don't know. I didn't hate it. I give people like, oh, this is a sequel. I was like, well, let's see what his next movie does. Like,
it's not a true sequel though. It's like
it really isn't.
It's
like a 0.5 of,
okay.
I mean, because look at what Mr. E's saying here. I can't argue this. It is a bigger Wanda movie.
I was here for it.
Than it is.
I get it. Wait.
She had a whole useless arc. It.
Oh, Joelson muted, but Juwan froze again.
Damn. The tragedy of Jawan.
Restart that computer, boy. Just do it. We can wait. Keep talking.
Yeah, but I agree with Mr. E. She should have had a home movie. It just, I don't know. It just felt weird to just add Wanda into a Doctor Strange movie without like any correlation or connection to anything. Yeah. If anything, we should have got more though into the sequel, but
no, I don't disagree with you. I also enjoyed Multiverse of Madness. So like for me, it was one of those like, okay, yeah, they could have done better, but you know, I also I you know what it is? I geeked out so hard for that. The
there was a lot of geek out moments for it.
I didn't care. I was like, this is awesome. So
yeah,
seeing the Illuminati.
You know what it is too? When you saw the Illuminati, they even though it was the alternate universe, it was the first time they kind of acknowledged the X-Men and the Inhumans in those universes. So for me, it was like, it was less about Doctor Strange and more about like the expansion of the universe or multiverse, I guess at this point.
Yeah.
As a whole, like that they exist outside of, you know, the 616 universe they was already established. And that's for me where my headspace is when I watch these movies. It's less about the actual movie. Sometimes it's about what it's building. Because to me, it's just more of a building block. And maybe that's my fault when I do. That's why I'm not as heavily critical with the individual movies, because I'm like, they're just pieces to a whole. And
don't you think that's a detriment to the MCU though? Like,
what do you mean?
You expect more instead of just focusing on the movie itself?
Probably is, but it doesn't ruin the movie for me though. That's why for me it's like it didn't make the movie worse. I just look at it as a piece. So for me, it's not. I don't take it as seriously because like I just know there's what is it setting up for later. What is it reestablishing? Who else is connected? What have I preferred an actual direct sequel? Yeah, that would have been cool, but I would have liked to see Nightmare, and I would have liked to see like where the fuck Mortal go. Even though we did see Mortal, but it was a multiverse version.
They completely ignored it.
I mean, he was in it technically.
He was in it. It just it was an alternate universe version of him, and like we only saw like 3 or 4 different universes at tops, right? Like that we actually spent time in. So it was like there was some cool stuff in there. We got to see Wanda do her thing. She was like full Wanda, Scarlet Witch Wanda, which is pretty crazy. I agree that I didn't really need the whole setup for her snapping like, harder because I just think the book corrupted her at the end of WandaVision, but some people needed more. I'm like, okay, I won't argue that. I didn't need it myself, but I get it. I don't know. I don't put too much stock into all of it. I enjoyed the movie. I know you didn't like it, and Joanne didn't like it, but is what it is.
I felt like Loki was more of a multiverse of madness movie than Doctor Strange.
Yeah. I mean, that's another thing. A lot of these multiverse, like this movie had multiverse in it, but has no impact on the multiverse saga
as a whole. Yeah,
as a whole, right? It was just a multiverse movie just to be one.
Like we got, we got like the introduction of incursions.
Right. Well, they explain stuff like that, which are going to be used later. But at the end of the day, it itself has no impact really on the overall story, like the multiverse saga story, which is taking a detour now with Doctor Doom anyway.
You want to know what the bigger problem was? If you wanted to do multiverse, Doctor Strange should have went up against Kang. That should have been your multiverse movie, because I would have loved to have seen Doctor Strange team up with the Illuminati to try to stop Kang.
That would have
Right?
been nice.
I would have loved to see something like that. I think the problem is you kind of mix stories. If you were going to do a multiverse story that had nothing to do with your overarching multiverse story, Ant-Man should have been that. If you wanted to use Ant-Man for multiverse so bad, that's what Ant-Man should have been. Kang should have been used for Doctor Strange. Or, guess what? Let's take it a step back. Mordo should have been used properly for Doctor Strange as your villain. Maybe turn Mordo into Nightmare or mix the two, whatever. But for me, it was kind of just like, you can't tell me that it's a sequel to Doctor Strange where it doesn't feel like a direct successor. Then you also can't tell me it's a continuation of WandaVision where you've ignored everything that WandaVision did. So for me, it was just like, it's not that I don't like the movie. It's just you called it Multiverse of Madness, and I don't really understand where the multiverse or madness really truly got to be explored here. So that's where I'm kind of just like, it was a hodgepodge of too much.
There was definitely multiverse and there was definitely madness. Just not enough.
Just not enough, right? And if you want to give that name, should be more. Should be more. It wasn't ambitious enough, and I think maybe they played it too safe. But again, I wouldn't say this is a movie I don't like. Like when I approach the rewatch soon, I'm not gonna go like, nah, I kind of want to avoid it. No, I don't mind the movie. It's just, to me, I think it had a chance to really do some fun, crazy, creative things, and it decided to maybe play it a little too safe. Like Superior Iron Man not being in it was another reason they decided to play it way too safe. It was an Avengers level scale that they gave to Doctor Strange.
Unattainable hype for this movie.
Yeah,
there was a lot of rumors.
But to be fair,
no.
No.
It never was never going to be able to live to that hype.
No. That's not true.
I disagree.
Because once you establish that you're doing things like Black Bolt, Xavier, what's his name is Reed Richards. Cool. You were showing the fans how ambitious you were willing to be. It's just you were not. That's why I said this movie felt like an Avengers level scale that you just gave to Doctor Strange. So I'm like, for me, it's kind of like, I think maybe for these movies going forward, maybe stop doing a massive big box office feel for a movie you're just going to play it safe to. Like, I really do think some of these films, they just play it safe. And sometimes it doesn't bother me, but other times it's like, you didn't need to play it this safe. You know what I'm saying? So again, not that I dislike
part of
the movie,
issue is they were going through a transition. So I think this was during a time where, what's his name? Not Kevin Feige. I can't remember. The head of Disney.
Bob Iger.
Bob Iger, yes. Yeah. Bob Iger and Bob Chapek. I think that was during that time. So it was like,
you're not wrong.
What should I do with this entire MCU? Especially when Kevin Feige had to focus on comic books, had to focus on multiple different avenues. There was just a lot going on during that time period. So for them, I'm not trying to make any excuses for this, but it just felt like there was no plan around this time. So they just said, hey, let's just pick up one of their favorite directors, Sam Raimi, and put him into a movie.
Well, don't forget this. Oh, go ahead, Joel. No, go ahead.
Oh, my God. Go ahead.
I was going to say, I think this started, I don't even think it had anything to do with Upstairs. This started from Scott Derrickson wanting to do a very ambitious horror film for this sequel, and Kevin going, nah, no. I believe Scott Derrickson originally probably wanted Doctor Strange in WandaVision to connect it to what he wanted to do in his sequel. But once I'll say that. Let me maybe retract. When whoever put their heads together and decided no to Scott, and then decided to make it into what it became, I think that's where it started to be. I think sometimes Marvel second guesses. I think Scott Derrickson was going to give you a very legit Doctor Strange movie, and they said, I don't think I can sell enough tickets with that. We want to do something else.
Which is weird because they did with the first Doctor Strange movie.
I know, but that's because you're just setting the table, right? You're just setting the table.
You gotta think around this time too. This is when they were really pushing, was still pushing Disney Plus with the shows and all that stuff. So
Right.
how can we weave these shows in?
Yeah.
How can we weave them in?
But that's what makes it insane that you didn't put Doctor Strange at the end of WandaVision.
But I think like just weaving Wanda in it in general, just off of the back of her show, just her, it being her in general. Mm-hmm. That's building off of her.
I think a lot of it comes from like what AJ was saying, is like they were, because of the transition and the decisions they were making, a lot of it had to do with them hodgepodging a lot of shit together to save time, it looks like. And they did that with some of the shows. They're just introducing a lot of new things and hoping it would stick. And then they kind of left a lot of the old guard behind a little bit. And I think they suffered for that because they were just trying to do Doctor Strange needs the sequel. We want to do something with one that has to pay off. And I think she kind of got pigeonholed into that movie. And which she probably could have got her own, and which I still think she eventually will. But by the time she does, it'll be like 2028. And it's like, it's like
I'm gonna start calling the Phase 4 MCU the sacrificial pawn, because it was a bunch of randomness, and
it was a lot of new shit. Yeah, it was a lot. A new testing phase.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. Like a new testing phase was the Phase 4 of it, because it was a lot. It was a lot going on.
There was a lot of new shit. A lot of it all too much, and I think that turned off some people, unfortunately, because not a lot of people knew these people, and they're like, "Where's my Marvel?" That's why they keep saying "my Marvel," because they're like, "Where'd everybody I love? Where'd they go?"
Like, that's where Disney Plus promo and put some X-Men in there.
Not the last part of what Joel said, but the earlier part is where I'll disagree with, because I'm like, if it was the transition, you still were making the same fuck ups once the transition was heavily underway. Because Quantumania, that was you. That was you forcing. No, but that's what I'm saying. I thought you were saying it was because they were transitioning. No, I'm saying once you even made the transition, you were still doing the same fuck ups you were doing before.
The person that took over. So I don't we're all babying Chapek, right? That's what it comes down to. That's what it comes down to.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that's what it is. Yeah. I honestly think at the end of the day, I think Marvel got away from itself a little bit. And what I mean by that is I think they forgot simplicity is what got you where you are. You don't always have to make things these big, massive, mega spectacles. Sometimes things can just feel intimate, right? And that's why I thought making the sequel to Doctor Strange a horror movie would have been perfect. Would have been perfect as a love letter to what the first one set up. And even if you wanted to incorporate Wanda into that, you could have in a better way that just did that character more justice.
Well, I think they got ahead of themselves a little bit because of the success of Endgame. So I felt like they were thinking like we should go bigger than Endgame, and then I think that was their like destruction. I shouldn't even say destruction at this point. Just a little hiccup for the MCU because of that success of Endgame.
Yeah.
That's what I think, at least, is they think they should just go higher and higher instead of like resetting a little bit and then growing from that point forward.
But that's what's frustrating, because they'll give you the intimate films and then will trip themselves up trying to do the bigger film, right? So like, for example, right? Guardians 1, 2, and 3, all very intimate, all very self-contained. They essentially ignore the greater scheme of what's going on in the MCU. So did the Black Panther movies, right? So it's like, even though technically in Wakanda Forever, you do get a lot of Val and stuff like that, but it essentially is but I'm saying it's focusing just on itself,
right? Yeah.
Right. And that's why I say, Trayvon, I don't have anything against the Marvels. I'm defending Carol by saying, why couldn't Carol just have her own intimate sequel where we can dive more into her, the what makes this character? Because you spent the whole movie telling me she was a fucking mindless drone. So then you give me a sequel where it's like, how can she really shine when she's sharing it with two other people? One of them being someone we met in a TV series that wasn't even her own show. You know what I'm saying? No. Miss Marvel at the time had her series, but Monica didn't have her own series. So I'm like, we learned about Monica
on TV. I'm saying.
Oh no, I wasn't knocking it because it was a TV show. I was just saying at least we knew about Miss Marvel heading into the Marvels. She
was marketed,
right? So you at least can say to yourself, okay, I know who she is, right? But with Monica Rambeau, I think sometimes they need to just keep it simple, right? If it's a sequel, just do the sequel to the individual character. And then if you want to end their arc, maybe doing a big movie, cool. But I do think Kevin needs to be looking into doing more event films. Do more event films. That's where you can let all this shit off, and we would have nothing to complain about. But when you're forcing a Doctor Strange, something to complain about. They will. But I mean, in regards to, I can't see an event film and go, you didn't focus enough on Doctor Strange. Well, it's not Doctor Strange's movie. Yeah. It's an event film that's about four people.
That's the thing, though. They sell movies based on the names. It's hard to sell it. That's why it was Captain America: Civil War, and then not just Civil War, because it's like people see Captain America like, I want to see that. You know, Doctor Strange, I want to see that.
You're right, but I think if you're Marvel at this point, you can sell anything. Like you can sell anything. And you'll never know unless you try. You'll never know unless you try.
I don't know. I mean, we're getting jokes in Deadpool Wolverine. You're drawing at a bit of a low point. You know, we're getting stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't know if people feel that way. That they can sell anything.
No, they can sell anything. It doesn't mean people will love it, but it doesn't mean that if you slap Iron Man's name in front of it, they'll love it either.
You don't also have to spend as much on some of these things as they.
That's also true. That's also true. Like the money they spent for She-Hulk, as much as it upsets me that I probably won't get a sequel, like a season 2.
Right.
It makes sense. I mean, if you're gonna spend that kind of money, no, no.
That was always going to be tough.
Yeah. No. Which is why we need more Hulk-centered projects to where we can get.
See, that's where you got to finagle. Well, I don't know. Well, again, I'm legal-wise. I don't know where the fuck they're at. But I know for a fact, for a long time, they will do Hulk solos because of...
Right. Universal.
But they can't.
Because of Universal. Right. They can. It's just they would have to share money, and they don't want.
Apparently, they're like, I'm not doing it with Sony and Universal. So
yeah, exactly. So, they can put Hulk in movies because they own his
They own the character, but they don't own the rights, the marketing.
Yeah, it's
TV show was their gray area.
Yeah,
right.
Loophole.
Well, the TV show I think was their gray area because I don't think you own the rights of. Oh, shit. No, you do. Because I'm thinking now when they did Wanda and Pietro, they couldn't call them mutants, or really even their actual names.
They were, what are they called? They were called
the Gifted or
Enhanced.
Enhanced. There you go, the Enhanced. Some shit that I never wanted to hear again. So I was glad that Fox died not long after. Just like, bro, beautiful.
Once they introduced them, they did everything in the comics to have them not be mutants anymore. They became Inhumans. It was weird.
That's why I'm glad that WandaVision tried to kind of backtrack and go, no. They weren't made.
Yeah.
They were always like this, right? Mm-hmm. What did Wanda say she had? Probability hex or some shit like that?
That's her mutant power.
So Agatha said, yeah.
Right, yeah. And I'm like, okay, so you fixed it. Good. Because telling me that the mutants were made in the lab, I'm like, no.
They were.
No. Don't like that.
I feel close with Infinity Stone.
Right.
Would have died on the vine. I like how she said
I don't like that. Because my bigger issue was, Trayvon, I'm like, if you're saying she's not a mutant and she's just enhanced, you're essentially telling me that she's just like Captain Marvel. But you're telling me she's like Captain Marvel, but they don't have the same powers. So I'm like, how does that make sense? Captain Marvel got hers the same way you're telling me Wanda got hers. So, how does that make any sense? So I'm glad by the time they got to WandaVision, you were slowly getting the rights back so you can go, no, she was born this way. It's like, okay, well then I'm good. That makes sense. No more argument with me. All right. Anything else, AJ, on that?
No, that was it.
Yeah, like I said, I just think they need to figure out a way to just get back to being more intimate with some of these films. Because that would just be awesome. But Trayvon, I got this for you. Hopefully I don't go out again, but knowing that I said that, I probably will. We are going to next talk about this. That is your favorite. You should have just got it.
I was like, what?
I got you, buddy. Don't you worry.
Oh, it's probably bad. Oh, okay. I was wondering what you about to say.
No, nothing bad, man. No.
Oh,
true.
Okay, I got you. Yeah, you got shit sent this earlier. Now I have to hold on.
That's my fault. But all right, so we're gonna get into some news here. Oh wow, Joel, you got fan casted as Robert De Niro.
Excuse me.
Yeah, you're being fan casted. Robert De Niro as Joel. Wait, only reason I love that. Hold on. Only reason I love that is
what?
Hold on. Only reason I love that. First of all, Mr. E is biased as fuck. How the fuck Trayvon get Ricky Whittle? And who's Nunzo? A nosy? Who the fuck is that? Why does Trayvon get Ricky Whittle? Tyler James Williams? How do I feel like I'm getting the smallest straw here? Like, what is going on here? I'll shut this whole thing down.
I'll take the talent, but what the? You do know he's like 90, right?
No. Let me tell you why I love him giving you Robert De Niro. We've seen Al Pacino play a Hispanic. I'd love to see Robert De Niro play Hispanic.
I don't know if he can.
Yeah, I'd be in the writer's room saying, okay, if y'all are going to go with Robert De Niro's Joel never spoke English. That's the curveball I'd throw. Joel never spoke English. He was in Game of Thrones. Give me something else. I don't know who the fuck that is. Oh, wait. Trayvon, is that the guy that's in Interview with the Vampire?
Who? Which one?
Nunzo Anozi? Who's Nunzo Anozi? I don't know who the fuck that is.
Don't look it up.
Don't look it up?
All right, so
no, because I'll block Mr. E. I'll block him. I'll block him. I don't need a fan base that bad. I'll block him. I don't care. Let me see. Nunzo.
No, don't do it.
Let me see.
Don't do it.
Anozi? Let me see. Who is this? Oh, okay. I mean, it's a little offensive, but now I guess I kind of know where you're coming from.
I don't know, though.
It's from, remember the Deer Show on Netflix that played Big Guy?
Oh, Jesus. All right.
Yeah, I mean, okay. All right, cool.
I see it, but I also
worse.
go like, wow, that's a complete different direction. Like, Juwan is like 10 times smaller.
You want to know the funnier part here? I don't think Mr. E knew you were Hispanic, Joel. I think Mr. E maybe thought you were.
Yeah, it's probably...
He gave you Robert De Niro. He had to think you were white.
He's like first white guy.
That's
funny.
Shit.
Jamie Sultan, Godfather 2.
Vito was wilding too. Oh, wait, random. Speaking of Robert De Niro,
That is
I watched
so
Godfather
random.
2.
Cuban
Michael
mixed
is
Italian.
a sick man. Michael's not a sick man. Wait, Cuban mixed with Italian? So you thought De Niro could play a Cuban?
Pacino did, so he's like, fuck it. If he
yeah, but that was a wrong decision. that was a bad decision.
Wrong guy. Yeah.
Cuban and Italian is very specific. That is crazy. So should I throw the curveball to Mr. E now and tell him I'm Dominican? I'm not even black? Should I do that now? Should I throw that in now?
He's going to have to say, prove it. And you're going to go, no say. You know?
Oh, man. I'm glad I Googled it. Not Googled. I typed it up in Twitter. I'm glad I did. Because Mr. E, you're about to get blocked. I still might block you. I don't like you giving Joel.
nosy is.
I don't like you giving him Robert De Niro.
I love how Trayvon got Ricky Whittle. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Trayvon, but hold on. That's not even the worst part. AJ got Tyler James Williams. Two beautiful people, and I get Nunzo Adozi. Joel gets a 90-year-old.
Yeah,
like,
that's De Niro.
Why are we the chopped liver is what I'm trying to figure out.
6'6", Dunzo 6'6", bro.
I like it.
Like 6'5'6".
Bro, Mr. E, I will block you, is what you're not understanding, and not feel bad about it, bro. I will block you. DJV.
Oh shit!
I played through. Joel has not played Sifu, but I have DJV, and it is a phenomenal game.
I want to play Sifu. I just haven't.
Joel does not want to because it's been free in the PlayStation.
I want to. I just been focused on other games.
He's lying, DJ.
I've been on a Resident Evil run lately.
He's lying.
And
Joel does not care enough to play Sifu.
Marvel Rivals.
Here's how much DJV I love Sifu. I beat it on both Switch and PlayStation. I love that game.
Is there an easy mode, hard mode, or is it just
it's easy mode, hard mode? Yeah, there is.
That's how it works. All right.
Mm-hmm. Sifu is great. Yeah, Jason Joel. Mr. E, don't think of another one because if it's worse than the first one you gave me, I will block you. And Trayvon will not be able to unblock.
It probably is. I just haven't had a chance to play it.
I need a Sifu movie ASAP.
You know what I want? I've already pitched it. Simu Lu as Sifu. Sifu with Simu Lu. I want it. There you go. Done. Perfect. And Trayvon needs to know that he would want Simu from this age all the way to 100. That's the best way to showcase it, right? Now, Trayvon, what will you do if they make him ugly? Like, as soon as he hits, 40.
They won't.
You sure? Because I'll make a phone call. Because I'm tight that you're Ricky Whittle. You know what? Let's do this. Trayvon, turn your camera off. Let's just do that. I don't even want to look at you.
No, let's all put the fucking pictures of our actors.
Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. You know what? Now I want to do a side by side. Hold on. Now I'm gonna go to everyone's Twitter. I'm doing a side by side.
That's fucked up.
I'm doing a side by because no, we're not about to be out here and I'm Nunzo and Nosy.
What pictures?
Not happening. Oh, I got pictures of all y'all, just in case.
Stalker much.
Yep.
Right? Yep. So saved in my fucking phone.
Yep, sure do. Because I'm mad now. Nunzo I'm gonna fucking have nightmares.
I told you not to look.
That was Trayvon. That would have been worse. Me never knowing. That would have drove me insane.
What's the next topic?
Ain't none. We're done. We're done. Either Mr. E leaves or I'm not podcasting anymore.
Oh, wait. Did you see the Mickey 17 trailer that came out?
Yeah.
Okay, y'all go ahead and talk about that.
Was it a trailer or I thought he just teased it?
No, it was a trailer.
Oh, it actually came out. Okay.
You want to put it up? You want to put it up? Someone put it up.
Sure.
No, because we're doing it on YouTube, so they'll take us down.
Oh, okay.
Is there music in it?
But the trailer reminded me of that.
In the trailer itself.
Huh? What happened?
No,
Trayvon was asking a question.
Oh.
I liked it. It was a good trailer.
It reminded me of the Secret Level episode. I forgot what it was called. Where the guy he signed up for that stupid thing. I forgot what it was, but it was. Let me see. I'm gonna look it up.
I'm trying to think. What episode?
When they were using them as experiments.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I think that's Steven Seagal. It's just getting worse, man. Steven Seagal. Wait, young Steven Seagal? Now Steven Seagal.
Listen, there's nothing you can do to fix it. You gave AJ and Trayvon some of the greatest names you could have possibly given.
Nothing like Robert De Niro. So it's like
and you base mine off my blackness. So no, I will never forgive you.
Apparently, I look Italian. I don't know what Seagal is, but I know De Niro is definitely Italian.
I can also tell you, neither of them are Hispanic. So we'll start there. Yeah. We'll start there.
It was called The Outer Worlds.
I don't know off a name. I have to see the episode again, but
I just
listen. I want to continue to support Robert Pattinson because
yes, sir.
The bigger he gets, the more pressure should be to get a Batman movie out sooner. So
I don't know if it works that way.
Yeah, never know. I can become too busy for that shit. I think Mr. E got to make Trayvon and AJ worse, and then maybe.
What I'm saying, if you make him, if he gets too busy, then he won't do the Batman.
Right, yeah, they're both old as fuck. You know, Steven Seagal's 72.
Oh, I don't know how old he thinks you are, Joel. That's the crazy part.
Why look that old to you?
I don't know. I don't know what he's basing this off of, but it looks like it's more flattering to two others than it is the other two. So
yes, sir.
A younger Steven Seagal. Even then, I don't look nothing like Steven Seagal. That's insane.
I don't know, man. And no, DJV, no. To change it would do nothing for me. It's already set in stone. Already set in stone.
Oh, he's Russian, Serbian.
He said he looks 38. So how did you get De Niro and Seagal if Joel looks 38?
That is a very specific number.
That's a very specific number. But even if you did look 38, why did he go to people that were double that?
38, Jesus. I am close to that. So.
It's chaos in here. It's look, I ain't never blocked someone in the comments section, but Mr. E is pushing it. Mr. E is pushing it. I don't even want to talk about nothing else. Trayvon, if you don't bring this shit up, I'm about to just go. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. That man done took all my joy out of this shit. So Trayvon will pull this shit up in the next 5 seconds. We wrapping it up. We go play Marvel Rivals.
Okay, Children of Blood and Bone.
Okay. Go ahead. Tell us what we're getting into, Trayvon, and
So now,
Didge, don't make it worse.
What did
he say? Yeah, we're finally getting. I thought this was going to be a series, but apparently it's going to be a film adaptation. Finally got the cast. I think the book originally came out like 2018. So we'll be hearing about this show or a movie for a very long time. And it's going to be a Paramount exclusive, and we got the whole cast. Let me see. Can you guys see that?
Yep, and there's some more names too, because is Amanda in there, or is she in the top?
She's in the top center.
Yeah. She's just so far away. I couldn't see.
Oh, there's some braids on her.
Yeah, there are.
That is for sure. Go ahead, Trayvon.
But yeah, this is just amazing cast. It's just very cool. I guess a little synopsis here. The story is set in an African fantasy kingdom in which a young woman goes on a quest to reclaim the magic that was violently stolen from her people. She and her brother ally with the daughter and son of the king to fight back against their brutal rule. So it's just
a cool concept.
Yeah, I can't wait. This is gonna be so cool.
So is this Black Harry Potter?
No.
Oh.
No, it's not Black Harry Potter. That's Blood at the Root, and I can't wait to hopefully get that. But yeah, no, this is not that. This is a kingdom and magic's been stolen and they want it back. Yeah, this is cool. I'm just glad we finally got a date. It's 2027, but it's okay. It's okay. Okay. I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna go with it. Let's just get it started filming now before stuff gets shut down. All right. So it's not embarrassing me. Let's get it moving right now. Before Hollywood gets hijacked. But yeah, I'm excited for this. I'm happy. This cast is crazy. You see Viola Davis in there. You see Cynthia Erivo in there. You see Lasana Lich in there. Like this is wild.
And your new boyfriend is in there, Trayvon.
What she's talking about? T'Challa, the next T'Challa.
Yeah, the fact that you knew exactly what I was talking about is hilarious.
But yeah, I'm just I'm excited for this. Very excited. I can't wait for them to get started, and hopefully we get this, and then it opens doors for other stuff after it.
Yeah,
that's how I'm looking at it right now.
I will say I'm excited for this for two reasons. One, because how excited you are. I love your excitement, and two, it's just very Black.
It is.
Can never be mad at that. Can never be mad at that.
Because this is rare. This is rare. So let's keep it moving.
Yep.
But
yeah, very beautiful cast. Very beautiful cast. Very, very, very beautiful cast. Very excited to see this. And look, I've been waiting to see Damson Idris in more things because his first steps into doing movies, I won't speak on. But apparently that Ferrari movie that he has coming with Brad Pitt is going to be a big winner. A lot of people talking about that. That is, and we'll get into that in a little bit, but that is one of the reasons why people keep attaching his name to a specific possible recasting is the amount of firepower career-wise he's about to ensue upon. People are really speaking highly of this Ferrari movie, so very happy for Damson Idris, and like I said, loving all Black casts. Absolutely.
Black excellence.
Yes.
Yeah. I wonder if this confused Mr. E. This is.
Oh my God.
There were black people there. I'm just Mr. E thinks like, fucking Robert Downey Jr. will be in this cast. Like, this is black. We're sticking black. Just don't want to confuse him at all. But I'm very excited about that. I know nothing about the book or anything. I don't want to know. I want to allow them to see F1 movie. It is F1 movie. I think it is. Put some respect on my boys. Huh? Wait, I'm so confused.
She loves F1.
Like F1?
Yeah. What
am I not putting respect on?
I don't know. I guess you called it Ferrari. I don't know.
Isn't that the name of the movie that's coming out? I thought it was called Ferrari.
I don't know.
I wasn't trying to be mean. I thought that was the name.
No, it's called F1.
It's called F1. Okay, I'm sorry. I thought it was called Ferrari. I'm sorry. I said Ferrari. I didn't say Pontiac. Damn. Jesus. My apologies. It's called F1. Sorry, but it's getting a lot of early buzz. So, and he's acting opposite of Brad Pitt. So, shout out to him.
Word.
Oh, Lewis Hamilton's in this movie too.
You being mad disrespectful, my God. Why y'all getting real New York here? Relax.
Right.
Relax.
When this movie come out?
I date a New Yorker. I don't need to hear it outside of it.
Jamie's rubbing off on Diz right now.
It's ridiculous. Okay. All right, so let's move on. Trayvon, is there anything else you had about that? Because that's huge. Like I was saying, I don't want to know anything. I just want to let the movie put me into the world of this. I did the same thing for Harry Potter. I wasn't reading Bible links. So I just let the movie introduce me to that world.
Books. Okay.
No, I didn't say the books were bad. I'm not reading that shit. Like, I'm not reading that. No, man. When someone brought it to me, I thought they took. You know how people used to take the sleeves off of books? I thought they took the sleeve off of a Bible and put Harry Potter on top of it. I said, that's really how big that book is? Yeah,
not all of them, but yeah. Mm-hmm.
That ain't happening. That is not happening.
I read all of them a long time ago, though. But now listen.
There we go. She's too short.
Well, that's true.
That is true. So that's where you want to draw your line, Trayvon. But you're Ricky Whittle and fucking AJ is Taylor Williams, right?
Hey,
so you'll draw the line.
I told your ass not to look. Okay? Told you not to look. You didn't listen to me.
Gotcha. No problem.
I would love
that. Was perfect
I'd pay to watch Ricky Whittle pretend to be Trayvon for a role.
Issa can be in the running too. Okay, Jamie. All right. We're going to move on because I love you. All right. And moving on from that, we're going to go into... Oh, my goodness. So we got an announcement, Sonic 4, 2027. And they made sure the 4 was pink for Amy. So we appreciate that. But apparently... it comes out the same week as Godzilla and Kong 3.
I guess who went in Sonic? Yeah.
I don't think Godzilla and Kong's gonna stay there. I think it's an idea for now, and then it'll probably move. I just don't think you want to compete against something that can be seen by adults and children, right? Like I don't think. Why? Why would you do that? Why? I don't know why you would. It's just no need. It's true. I don't even know if Nosferatu made any money coming out the same month as Sonic. I don't even know. But I'm very excited for this. I don't know what it is about the idea that you announced it now, knowing that 2025 just started, knowing that you could just film this year and just drop it next year. Like, I don't know how much I like it. Batman doing the same thing, filming this year, but wants to drop 2 years from now. I don't love it.
Well, Batman got announced 3 years ago. So.
That's even worse. And I feel like Kong and Godzilla 2, was that last year? I felt like it was the year before. Was that last year?
Year before, right?
Year before.
No, it was last year. I think it was last year.
I think
Might
it
have been
last summer.
No, I think, Joel, it was a March release. I think it was early in the year. I don't think it was during the summer.
I know I waited, and now it's like on Netflix and shit.
Yeah, it's everywhere now. Mystery, you're not allowed to ask me questions. So, anyone else want to ask? Let's see what else we got.
That's all right, Mystery.
I'm already ready to go. Let me see here. What else is there?
Mystery, remember, Joanna's a drama queen.
Let's see what else we got. No, I was offended, bro. I was offended. I'm tight. Lincoln Lawyer's been renewed for season 4. That was great. Yeah. I very much appreciate that.
And Brother Mitch was also renewed.
See? Yeah, thank you, Didge. It was March. Yeah, that's what I thought. It was very early in the year.
So long ago.
It was so long ago, but it was in March. I thought so. Thank you, Didge. But I'm very excited for Lincoln Lawyer. I think me, Joel, and Trayvon watch it. AJ, have you ever seen Lincoln Lawyer?
No.
Yeah, very good show. Would definitely recommend.
No, it's really good.
No.
Yeah, very, very, very good. Trayvon, I know you were excited about this. Even though I don't think you're fully caught up, right?
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you're not fully caught up.
Joel,
excited. You are though.
I am.
It's on Netflix?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It is.
That's a lot of seasons to catch up on. God damn.
It's 3 seasons.
No, don't entertain that. Don't entertain that at all. It's a lot of seasons. Don't worry about it. We got.
Ain't it only 2? It's only 2, right?
No,
3.
There's 4 seasons, Trayvon.
Oh.
4 is coming up.
Well, there's only 3. There's gonna be 4.
No, but by the time AJ watches it, it'll be 8 seasons.
Yeah,
I got a lot to catch up, okay? I'm showing Suits. I got
Ooh, hey, don't you stop that Suits watch. You keep that going.
Great, yeah.
You need to get ready for Stephen Amell in 2 months.
I am.
All right, just making sure.
Brother Mitchell also got renewed for season 5.
Yes, sir.
Yes, I'm very glad you brought that up.
Very excited for
that. Now, to say this to the people that are ill-informed, here's why that is monumental. Season 4, I believe, gets Quinta Brunson to 100 episodes, which then makes it syndication. We need to get that show to 100 episodes. All right? I don't know what episode number they're on, but it's very important that she gets to that 100 mark. And Didge is right. Suits was fire. But now Didge, you can technically say, is fire since it's continuing. I would love for them, NBC, to at some point give me a full trailer rather than playing the theme song of the last show. It's just showing me people standing around shaking hands. I'd love a trailer. That'd be great. What that means, syndication. So you want syndication because that means they will get money in the long term with the reruns and everything like that.
They'll start putting on different networks and just have it replaying.
Where you could see
they'll get paid for everything.
Elementary on like Nick at Night and TBS and all that. So you want to get it to syndication. Yeah. So it's very big that show gets to 100 episodes. That's
fun fact for the day.
Keep supporting it. All right. So to some of the biggest news that came out, Ryan Gosling is in negotiations to star in Sean Levy's Star Wars movie.
Woo-woo.
I'm excited about that. I'm very excited about that. But again,
there's going to be a movie.
All right, Trayvon. There will be a movie. All
There's
right?
60 episodes so far. Abbott does.
Okay, so how many episodes are in the season? Generally, because I know it's probably not the same each season.
Season 1 and 3 were. Season 1 was 13. Season 3 was 14. Season 2 was 22, and season 4 is 22.
And it's on 4 now, or it's going on 5?
It's on 4 now. 5 is the next one. Yeah.
So 24 and 4, you said.
Yeah. So.
Okay, cool. So we just gotta see how many they put in season 5, and we might get there.
Maybe. Yeah.
Joel, I'll start with you. Your thoughts on Ryan Gosling heading to the vast of space called Star Wars?
I'm in with whatever he does. I'm as long as he's attached. I'm one of those. At this point, whatever he does, I'm happy to see him in.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to whatever he does. And now it's Star Wars, an IP I'm very attached to. Now I'm very intrigued as to what the story is, who he's playing. Very much so, because right now it's just I'm excited for him, and I'm excited for Star Wars.
And Sean.
You put it together. And Sean. I like Sean, obviously. I know some people will have some issues, but that's only because they didn't like that for Wolverine. Can't explain that.
Yeah, that we don't need to lend words to.
But I like Sean, and I like the three, all three things put together. I just want to know more than what we've gotten. We know they're making a movie, and apparently it's not connected to the whole Skywalker thing. But that's all we really know, which tells us nothing.
No, not at all. Not at all. So it's really just whether or not you like Ryan Gosling and Sean.
Right. Which I do, and I do. Yeah, to do them to do a Star Wars movie, and yes, and yes. There you go. Happy.
Right. That's really all, because that's what it comes down to. Because we don't have any other information. So.
I want to be more excited, but right now it's just I like the names attached to do a movie in space. Sounds fun.
And that's a start. That is a start. That is a start.
He keeps trying though.
What happened?
No,
you got recast this.
No.
Okay, Trayvon, block him.
That is not a name to use right now.
No, it's perfect.
Delete your comment.
Block him. Block him.
That's not a good name to use right
block
now.
Block him. Because I'm taking, so block him. I don't want the implication. Block him.
Oh, God.
Block him. Mr. Yu, you're no longer welcome back. Thank you. Okay. So let's pay attention to DJ V, Didge, and Jamie. Sorry, AJ. I'll go to you. You like the idea of Ryan entering Star Wars, or you still feel like it's at a low point right now?
It's a cool idea. I'll believe it when I see it in 2031. But
that's where we're at.
Isn't Star Wars Celebration this year?
Once again, I'll see it in 2031.
No. I just mean, if Star Wars Celebration is this year, maybe Sean might go there and have.
Oh no, they'll be there for sure. I have no disagreements on that. They will be there. But would this movie be filming? Is the question.
Okay.
When will they be filming?
Yeah,
hopefully soon, right? I mean, they're ready. If
we heard the if. We got you.
No, knowing Kathleen, she'll be like, "Oh nah, y'all got plans?
We can't afford it.
Cancel that.
We can't afford it. Is hilarious.
Oh fuck, man!
Disney going, how much? Yeah, nah, we ain't got it, dog. I don't know what to tell you.
That was just a check to get Ryan to sign on. I don't even know.
Right. No. After the box office Deadpool and Wolverine did. That was just a check to get Sean to sign on. They'll be filming this shit in the box. Trayvon, does this do anything for you? You excited for either Sean or Ryan or the combination of the two?
I mean, I think that'd be cool. I don't know exactly what Ryan Gosling will be doing.
Right.
He's pretty, so that'd be cool to see.
There you go.
You know what's funny, Trayvon? I told AJ this. The first thought that I had when I heard about the casting was just to like it on that merit alone, right? That he's in. Yeah, because to me, if I let my mind go any further, I'll be disappointed. Like, first thing I would love is like Ryan to be like a Jedi or a Sith, right? Knowing my luck, he'll be a bounty hunter. And then I'll be pissed, right? So it's better to just like that he's gonna It's better to just like that he's in it.
That's if he's in it.
I just wanted to be Ghost Rider. That's what I was looking for.
Well, here's the thing. If he's not Ghost Rider, it's because he changed his mind. Because I don't see Kevin saying no to Ryan Gosling wanting to be
Ghost Rider.
I personally don't see it. I don't see it. Now that he came out and publicly said that's the character he wants, and that's a very specific character to pull out of your ass, right? And again, it's the same thing with Mahershala, right? To want to try to fill the shoes of Wesley Snipes, to want to try to fill the shoes of Nicolas Cage, however you view those movies, Nicolas Cage was the first one to do it. Again, however you view those movies,
nice now. Hold on.
I love the first Ghost. Me and Joel argue about that. I love the first one. He likes the second one.
I actually like the second one more.
I fell asleep. Second one I fell asleep.
I love the second one. I like it was more gritty. That's why.
It was very gritty. It felt like it had no substance. Like it just couldn't keep me interested at all. I think they had more than one Ghost Rider in there, and I still didn't care.
No, I think the second one.
Did
they?
The
first one did. The first one had.
Was it the first one?
Yeah, because they made
yeah, right.
What's his name?
The old man.
Yeah, what's his name?
I don't remember.
I thought that was Spirit of Vengeance.
That's what I thought. Now Joel's fucking with me.
No, he's the first one.
Could have sworn there was two. One. Right, I remember that, but I could have sworn there was two.
Who was in the second one?
Idris Elba.
I need to go back and watch that then. Hold on.
Wait, hold on. I'm going to tell you this. Idris Elba being in Ghost Rider 2 is just like if I told you that Oscar Isaac was in All About the Benjamins. It's one of those things you go, what? Yeah, no, that was the thing. That was the thing. Caretaker, Joel. Caretaker.
Yes, Caretaker was in part 1, and he was the original Ghost, or not the original, but he was the old West Ghost Rider on the horse.
Right.
It does seem.
It was more Hollywood, that movie.
Yes, the same Caretaker. Yes, you're thinking of the same. No. This was a male version of that.
Version of Caretaker. Yeah, it was a version. Caretaker is normally a man,
right? But they're usually always connected somehow. Ghost Rider and Caretaker.
Right, exactly. So,
and for people that didn't know, that was technically, but not technically, but technically your first ever Mephisto in live action. That's how I view it.
And you got and Blackheart in the first one.
Yes. Oh, don't say that.
I know. I get it.
Name Blackheart.
They called him Blackheart. He didn't look like Blackheart.
That movie was one of the first of I don't give a fuck what these characters are. This is
so funny. This is bad when I knew nothing about any of these characters.
Can I be honest with you, Trayvon? I didn't either. Everything I'm telling you now is the knowledge I've grown since that point. But I went to go see that movie for Nicolas Cage. I didn't know Ghost Rider was a Marvel character. I didn't know Ghost Rider was.
I remember watching that movie and going,
even Mendez was in it too, right?
Yes. Yeah, she was the love interest. Yep.
Marvel vs. Capcom, Blackheart was in it. I knew him from that. Mm-hmm. And watching that, and they're telling me that's Blackheart. I'm like, that's ridiculous. I was like hoping he'd transform. Never.
Remember, it was in the same era as Galactus as a cloud.
Yeah,
like,
it
was just
it was that
time
period.
Bad era. Yeah, it was the down bad era.
I get it.
it was the we want to lure all the fanboys in. Then the fanboys get there and they're like, "No, my bad, sorry."
I think Vengeance was R too. I think, which was different.
Yes, it was. Yep. Which didn't need to be because it didn't feel drastically different.
What was R?
Ghost Rider.
Spirit of Vengeance.
Oh,
yeah, it was. It was Piss and Fire. I thought there's a couple scenes that were weird, but I liked it.
I'll never forget. I think what I love more so about the first one than the second one is, I believe in my own opinion, just me, that transformation was iconic. I loved his first transformation into Ghost Rider, where like you literally see the skin peeling off of his face to become the skull. I loved everything about it. Loved everything about it. So I'll always give it up to that. But again, I'm not here to defend that. I'm looking for Ryan Gosling to be Ghost Rider so I can forget about those movies. Moving on. David Leitch, Leitch, right? David Leitch did the John Wick movies?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. David Leitch is reportedly in talks to direct Ocean's 14. Old-ass Brad Pitt and older-ass George Clooney will be reprising their roles. I don't know how to feel about this. I got to be honest with you. The spinoff of Oceans took all my interest in Oceans movies out completely. So it was kind of like what that Ghostbusters movie did with the SNL skit movie.
Ooh, no.
Yeah, that parody almost stripped all my love of Ghostbusters.
Ocean 8 was amazing.
Don't disrespect Ocean 8. That was much better than the Ghostbusters.
No. I'm not comparing them. I'm saying like how that movie took my love away. That's how that Oceans movie did because it just it didn't. I don't know, man. It just
you like Ocean's 8.
I like
Ocean's 8. No, that's what I'm talking about. The one with Sandra Bullock in them.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I did.
Wow, I loved it.
I still to this day believe they should have made that its own thing and not try to make it off the back of Oceans. Just make it their own thing, their own franchise that you're trying to start up. I thought that would have been really cool. But no, didn't love it. I thought it was a great cast. I remember a lot of people like Rihanna, but I'm like, Rihanna could probably kill this shit. She was awesome.
It was good.
Yeah, I didn't like it more. You know what I liked more, Trayvon?
What?
And I think only you liked this movie as much as I did. What was it, 355?
Yes.
Yeah. See?
I
I like that. It was women of different international backgrounds that were like spies.
Yeah. I remember that. I didn't see it, but I know.
It was good.
It's good. I just never seen it.
Yeah, it was good. I preferred that. If they want to try this, cool. I don't know how I feel about I mean, it's gonna suck with there being no Bernie Mac. I love the comedic timing Bernie had in the originals. Not originals, but in the earlier ones. I don't even think the guy that played George Clooney's teacher is still alive, is he? Remember the one that taught him everything that they know?
The old guy?
Yeah, he was old then. And this is like, 15, 20 years ago?
Yeah, I don't think he's alive either.
I don't think so. But hey, if you can get back the entire cast, I'm open to it. Because, when they brought Ghostbusters back with this new cast that they have, Paul Rudd and them, it was so good. I regret not giving it a chance in theaters. It was so good.
Great.
So hopefully this can pull that same kind of magic. But on the surface level of it, nah. I mean, I just saw the George Clooney and Brad Pitt movie, and it didn't make me want to see more of them back. Like maybe separately, it didn't give me that same magic that I used to feel like they had. Trayvon, does this interest you at all? Ocean's 14?
I'll be honest with y'all. The only part of this franchise I've seen is Ocean's 8.
Shocker.
I don't.
That's crazy, but shocker. Not shocker. Lie. You're such a woman.
I don't.
And gravitate toward female stuff. I don't know.
You know. You don't know.
It's okay, Juwan. Move on next thing.
Well, I want to ask AJ if AJ's at all excited about this.
No, you can go on to the next thing.
Ooh. Okay. All right. No. Yeah, we're about to wrap this shit up. Yeah, I think I'm done. Let's see here. Yeah. I'm losing it. I'm losing it very quickly. Let me see.
Thank you, DJ.
Yeah. Yep. Let me see. Yeah, we're getting out of here. I don't give a fuck. I don't care anymore. I'm done. Let me see here.
Are you gonna sit him over the edge?
Let me see here.
How about another fan cast?
What?
Nothing.
Okay. Yeah, I'm done. We're getting out of here. All right. We thank everyone but Mr. E. Mr. E, don't come back next week. Didge, Jamie, DJ V as usual. There's other stuff I want to talk about, but I don't give a fuck. I'm going to go play Marvel Rivals. I'm done. Have a great night, everyone.
Hey, I take it. All
right. Yep.
I take it.
I'm going to end the stream now.
Come on. Where are the rest of them,